The trees are our lungs. The rivers are our circulation. The air our breath. And the earth our body. Assalamu alaikum and a very present morning, one and all present here. Hope you guys are very fine. Today in environmental science, we are going to see natural resources. What is natural resources, girls? Do you know what is natural resources? Okay. See, natural resources comprises between abiotic resources and biotic resources. Abiotic resources consist of land, water, air, sunlight, and minerals. Biotic resources consist of forest with wild plants and animals, human population, coal, oil, and natural gas produced million years ago. They are natural resources. There are two types of natural resources. Renewable natural resources and non-renewable natural resources. Renewable natural resources. They are exhaustive and can be regenerated within a given span of time. For example, water, air, soil, fertility, wild plants and animals. Human beings and energy resources like wind energy, tidal energy, hydropower, solar energy and biomass energy. These are the renewable natural resources. Now we see what is non-renewable natural resources. Non-renewable natural resources are minerals, fossil fuels such as coal, that is charcoal, petroleum, and some species of plants and animals. Sometimes renewable resources became non-renewable if we exploit them without any control. Some species, if overexploited, became endangered or even extinct. These are the non-renewable natural resources. Okay, did you get this, girls? Okay. Let's see what is the types of natural resources. There are 6 types of natural resources. That is, the following are the forest resources, water resources, mineral resources, food resources, energy resources and land resources. Now we see what is forest resources. Forests are important. It is renewable natural resources. Trees. A forest is a community of trees, shrubs, herbs and dominant forest ecosystem and its associated plants and organisms that cover a considerable area that use oxygen, water and soil nutrients as the community attains maturity and reproduce itself. 33% of the world's area consists of forest lands. Insects, birds and animals live there. Native forest has naturally growing plants and trees. Man-made forest consists of species of trees, shrubs, etc. grown by a man. Boreal, coniferous forests are found around the Arctic Sea, 55 degree to 65 degree north. Latitude temperature forests are found on either side of the earth, 30 degree to 55 degree latitude north. Tropical rainforests are found between 30° north latitude and 30° south latitude. The lungs of the earth, the world's environment owes much of its state of health to the presence of forest. So too does human survival and welfare. This is a forest. What is now you know what is forest? It's a community of trees, shrubs and herbs and the plants and organisms. Okay guys? Okay. Now we see what is uses of forest. The function of forest may be broadly classified into following categories: local consumption, consumptive use, productive and market use, ecosystem survive, other uses. Okay, productive functions. Uses of forests. Forests are used for productive functions, protective functions, regulative functions. Okay, what is now see what is productive functions. Forests provide raw materials like pulp for paper industry and ingredients for pharmaceutical industries. They also provide fuel, fruits, nuts, timber, gum, paints, herbal oil, honey and alkaloids, etc. These are the productive functions. These are the products. It is called productive functions. Now protective functions. Forests provide shelter for insects, birds, animals, etc. and aid in their reproduction, provide foods and ensure their free movements. They prevent drought, soil erosions and loss of water. Okay, these are the protective functions. Regulative functions. Regulation of environmental equilibrium is successfully achieved by forest. For example, regulation of carbon dioxide CO2, oxygen is O2, water H2O and minerals is very essential for a healthy environment. Solar energy is absorbed, retained and released by forest. During photosynthesis by green plants, starch is formed from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and it is stored. In this process, carbon dioxide CO2 is taken in and oxygen O2 is released to maintain in atmosphere and aid is reducing the global temperature. An increase in global temperature poses a threat to human beings throughout the world. 1 acre of forest absorbs 4 tons of carbon dioxide CO2 and releases 8 tons of oxygen O2, thereby regulating carbon cycle, flood and droughts. It is the forest which helps in economic development and maintenance of land value. Now we know these are the regulative functions. Forests are used for the productive functions, protective functions and regulative functions. Over-exploitation of forest. In India, in the olden days, periods of Maurya, there was more forest cover and less deforestation. During the period of Ashoka, many trees were planted. In the beginning of 20th century, there was 30% of forest cover, but by the end of 20th century, there was only 19.4% of forest left. This is mainly due to over-exploitation of forests for commercial purpose like timber, food, etc. According to the National Forest Act recommendation 1988, 33% of total area and 60% of hilly area must be preserved as forest area. We should not destroy forest for our short-term benefits, as it would lead to permanent loss of forest in an area forever. Now we know this is the over exploitation of forest. Okay, now deforestation. Deforestation occurs at an alarming rate. In India, we have lost 40 million hectares of forest during the last 100 years. Of the total land area of 329 million hectares, 174 million hectares of forest, agricultural and non-agricultural lands have been degraded. Deforestation in temperate countries is 1% only, but it is 40% in tropical countries. Tropical forests are reduced by 10 million hectares per year. This will lead to 90% reduction of forest in the next 60 years. Forests are exploited since early times for human to meet human demands. The permanent destruction of forest is called deforestation. This is the deforestation. Okay. Now see the causes of deforestation. Population explosion. Population explosion is the root cause of all the environmental problems. Vast areas of forest are cleared for human settlements. Shifting cultivation. It is a traditional agroforestry system widely practiced in northeastern region of country, in which felling and burning of forest, followed by cultivation of crop for few years, and abandon of cultivation allows forest for regrowth, cause extreme damage to forest. Overpopulation and shifting cultivation has resulted in the 51 millions of hectare forest. Growing needs of foods and developments of various projects. Overgrazing, increase of pest, mining, forest fire, and construction of dams. This is the causes of deforestation. Growing food demands. To meet the food demands of rapidly growing population, more and more forests are cleared off for agricultural purpose. Firewood. Increasing demand of wood for fuel increases pressure on forest. Raw material for wood-based industries. Increasing demand of wood for making furniture, plywood, matchbox, etc. results into tremendous pressure on forest. These are the causes of forest deforestation. Infrastructure development. Massive destruction of forest occurs for various infrastructures development like big dams, highways, projects, etc. Forest fires. Forest fires may be natural or man-made causes, a huge loss of forest. Overgrazing. Overgrazing of land by cattle results into soil erosions, desertifications. Natural forces. Floods, storms, heavy winds, snow, lightning are some of the natural resources. Effects of deforestation. Deforestation adversely affects and damages the environment. The adverse effects of deforestation are discussed below. Soil erosions. The soil gets the washed away with rainwater and slopy areas in the absence of trees, leading to soil erosions. Expansion of deserts. Due to strong wind laden by rocks, dust, land mass gradually gets converted in atmosphere. Decrease in rainfall. In the absence of forest, rainfall declines considerably because foresting bring rains due to high rate of transpiration. It maintains humidity in atmosphere. Loss of fertile land. Less rainfall results into loss of fertile land owing to less natural vegetation growth. Effects on climates. Deforestation induces global climate change. Climate becomes warmer due to lack of humidity in deforested areas. Also, pattern of rainfall changes. These are the loss of biodiversity, environmental changes, economic losses. These are the under the effects of deforestation. Let's see what is mineral resources. Minerals are natural resources. Minerals are natural solids usually formed as crystals that are found in rocks. All rocks are made up of one or more minerals. Minerals are non-renewable natural resources. They occur naturally as in organic crystalline solids with physical properties. There are thousands of minerals in the world. A nation's economy depends mainly on minerals, which are used by man every day for various activities. On the basis of usage of minerals, there are two types of human civilization, namely Bronze Age and Iron Age. We extract about 74 metric tons of iron and steel per year. Minerals are mainly for inorganic origin, but minerals like charcoal, petroleum and amber are of organic origin. Industrialization and overpopulation lead to exploitation of minerals. Environmental problems arise when minerals exploitation is pursued unscientifically by man. Uses and exploitations. Uses and exploitation. Development of industrial plants and machineries. Generation of energy. Use charcoal, lignite and uranium. Construction is under settlements and housings. Weapons and armaments. Transportations. Communication includes telephones, wire, cables, electronic devices. Medical system. Ayurvedic system alloys, jewelry, gold, platinum, silver and diamonds. For agriculture, fertilizer, seeds dressing and fungicides. These are the uses which includes in it the mineral resources. Exploitation of minerals. Minerals have been exploited by a way of open cast mining. Stripped of unwanted materials lying above the minerals bearing stratum and extraction of minerals. Underground mining like charcoal seams and placer mining. Surface mining from stream bar or beach deposits. USA exploits huge amounts of minerals and energy resources has become the richest nation. Japan has the most efficient technologies with respect to coal and oil. In India, Energy generating minerals such as coal and lignite are found in West Bengal, Maharashtra, MP, AP and Orissa. The important ore uranium taken from uranite ore and pitchblende are found in Jharkhand, AP, Nellore, Meghalaya and Rajasthan. Commercially used minerals are aluminium and iron ore found in Jharkhand, West Bengal, Maharashtra, MP and Tamil Nadu. The copper pyrites, copper ore are found in Rajasthan, Bihar, AP, MP, Karnataka and West Bengal. There is a environmental impacts. Mining is the dirty industry creating largest environmental disaster zones in the world. Each step in the mining produces a lot of waste materials which causes pollutions. Environmental damage occur due to the careless exploitation of minerals. There are follows. Water pollution takes place due to washing loose materials from waste dumps near adjacent water resources. Main drainage and coal washing operations also cause water pollution. Surface water is contaminated by acid mine. Air pollution is caused by releasing noxious gases such as sulfur dioxide (SO2), nitrogen dioxide (NO2), and carbon monoxide (CO) into the atmosphere. Hydrocarbon suspended particulate matters. Noise pollution takes place due to blasting and operating of heavy machinery. Soil erosion, felling of trees take place. Mineral causes diseases like silicosis, fluorosis and asbestosis. The economic devaluation of the land is of an important impact. Conservation of minerals. Way to conserve the minerals. First one, mining. It's including wastage during mining should be minimized. Poor mines techniques should be developed to extract minerals from mines of low quality. For example, in 1990, copper mining was profitable in ores having 2.7% mineral contents, where presently it is mined even from ores with less than 0.3% copper contents. Transport includes wastage during ore transport should be prevented. Purification. It involves a lot of wastage which should be reduced to minimum. Continuous prospecting. It should be carried out in unexplored areas and even already mapped area with improved techniques. Mineral nodules. Ocean floor contains large-sized polymetallic nodules, also called manganese nodules, made of manganese, copper, nickel, and cobalt. They are found along the Indian coast and few other places. Ways and means should be found out to extract them. Recycling. Recycling is the recirculating a material. It can operate at several levels. Waste raw materials, tailings, scrap, waste articles. The materials can be collected, processed and reused for the manufacture of articles. Alloys. They reduce the demand for pure minerals. Reusable articles. Synthesis of reusable articles shall reduce the demand for newer articles. For example, returnable bottles are reused 14 to 25 times before being lost or broken. These are the conservation of minerals. In it, smaller articles, changing product designs to form smaller and sleeker articles is helpful in reducing the consumption of raw material as well as fuel. Substitution. It is replacement of minerals with another in some of these uses. Metallic pipes have been substituted by plastic pipes, copper wires by aluminium wires, long-lasting batteries, lead-free petrol, etc. This under substitutions. Okay, girls. Today we see the natural resources. What is natural resources means? That means comparisons abiotic resources and biotic resources. In this, we saw today types of natural resources, renewable resources and non-renewable natural resources. Today we saw the types of natural resources: the forest resources, water resources, mineral resources, food resources, energy resources, land resources. Today we see detail about the forest resources and mineral resources. Okay, guys, did you understand what is natural resources and their types? Okay, thank you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, thank you. Okay, girls, thank you. Allah Hafiz.